everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with another episode of One Take Testing, the show in which I attempt to show off a deck, give you my thoughts about it, and give you all a sense of how it's played, all in one singular take. Chat will not shut up about Shrek. Why do you all want to talk about Shrek so much? We have something much more important to do, and that's show how Myutant looks with the new support. So if you're unfamiliar with Myutant, it is a very strange archetype. Usually when a new archetype shows up, Konami trickles its support out over the several sets that come after its first printing. However, in the case of Myutant, it was less of a trickle and more of a piss-gang-sized stream with 12 exclusives out of the gate and then no other support. Now, this was very frustrating because the deck was so close to being playable. I remember it bubbled a couple of really important events. I played it at one of the first extravaganzas, against it rather. You wouldn't catch me dead playing this piece of trash. I know that we had individuals repping it at CSMs, scraping the edges of top 16, but unfortunately, it never really manifested as a competitive strategy. It was missing maybe one card. And then we never got another card until now. Myutant Mutator was released, or will be released rather, in a future set. And if you control a mutant card, allows it to be special summoned from the hand. This deck is very normal summon reliant. That's already great. Like the other two small mutants, you contribute it, then banish a mutant card from your hand or deck, which is infinitely better than any of the other mutants, to special summon a monster from your hand or deck based on the banished card. Then you lose life points equal to that monster's original attack. Not that big of a deal, but does absolutely raise the ceiling on this otherwise pretty one-note control deck. So this isn't a deck that would qualify for a one-take testing because the only things that have changed is this single piece of legacy support and a second copy of emergency teleport. But that said, it is still quite good. Now, for what it's worth, this is probably not the best build of the deck. You could potentially swap out Mutant Evolution Lab, which is a bit of a high roll card for cards like Dogmatic Punishment. You probably shouldn't be playing like what appears to be a Waking the Dragons board, and I know that many of you just fall immediately to sleep when you see a copy of There Can Be Only One, but I think this is a decent deck for a starting position. I'm going to jump into the servers under the name MBT and US West Casual. We're going to host with the password X-Men, and we are going to set our forbidden list accordingly. Then fire it off. First one in gets a bite out of the champ. Golden Skin Master 23, you are today's lucky contestant. And Dazif, I really appreciate the raid for 135. I hope you had a good stream. Okay, so immediately we have to surrender this one. All right, Golden Person 23. If you want to jump back in, I have fixed it this time. Dazif pulled a Starlight Stratos? Jesus Christ. I'm waiting for Golden to see if they want back in. Dazif can't even talk to me because he's not subbed. Fake fan. Right, there we go. Drawing the Beast is kind of sussy, but still a decent hand. So we're going to start with the Pot of Extravagance. The only downside is if we draw the second Beast here. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about this one. Okay, so this can only summon from deck, right? Hand or deck. Ooh, we could banish the Beast to summon the Beast from hand and go -3 on the first turn. Awesome. Okay, well, ST46 is definitely the pick here. We're going to add a Mutant Spell Trap from our deck to our hand. Let's go ahead and grab Mutant Expansion. Oh, we could go for Evolution Lab. Yeah, this is like, okay. We'll activate Evolution Lab. We'll special the M05. We'll trigger the effect. We'll grab the new mutant. So we can go ST46, banishing a beast for a beast. Miserable. And then we can go Mutator, banishing a Cry for a Arsenal. Okay. Then after that, we can set a card and pass turn. Alright, so we have one spell card negate, and we have one art or monster banish. This is 2 interruptions. This is a pretty low-B hand. That was maybe the worst Pot of Extravagance in the history of time, but we're still kind of out here doing a good job setting up a first turn board. Yeah, theoretically, we could have made all 3 if we were also playing the spell guy, but we're not going to do that because the spell guy is bad. Batteryman Solar here. I think I'm okay banishing that. Oh, what card do we want to banish? Probably the M05. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We cannot be playing against this. Oh, God. Oh, no. We don't have anything to deal with this. We have no way to negate a trap card. Oh, shit. Okay, no big deal. Oh, that's a great draw. Okay, let's go for a Pot of Extravagance here. Again, 6 cards. Oh, please don't Ash Blossom me. Oh. You've got to be fucking with me. We really went Pot of Extravagance into Pot of Extravagance into Pot of Extravagance? Is this a joke? Are you... Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, all right. No big deal. We'll just go to combat. We're going to attack with Mutant Beast, and I imagine we are about to see a Thunderclap Skywolf activation. Trap Trick. That's fine. There's the back to the front. Well, the good news is we can negate the effect of this Thunderclap Skywolf. Get him out of here. Okay. Nice. And then on Redeclare, I will attack into it. Whew. Good stuff. Now, we are in just a bit of a pickle here, and that's because Mutant Evolution Lab had the ability to return a beast from the top of our deck to draw a card, but I didn't want to do that in case we, like, maybe drew into a monster that would prevent us from making the 1 beast, but I think I should have just done it. Let's go for E-Telly in the battle phase. We can summon ST46 to get a mutant spell trap, or M05 to get a monster. Let's go for M05 here. We'll trigger the effect of M05. We'll grab ST46. Oh, and I guess I mistakenly clicked main phase 2. Well, we didn't need that 300 anyway. We'll go for ST46 here. We can get Mutant Expansion. We could also get Mutant Fusion. I think Expansion is probably the better card. And then we can set 2 and pass our turn. Somehow our extravagances have left us with the cards that we need. Dragma Punishment targeting the ST46. I could chain Cry here, but I think that's fine. I imagine they're going to send a copy of, like, Entis to the graveyard. And then no matter what Entis targets here, we have some pretty sick plays. Okay, targeting the Cry. That's annoying. We will go for the Cry here. And I'm also going to chain expansion. I don't really want to chain expansion because then that monster won't be able to trigger its effect. Yeah, let's just... God. Let's just let this happen. So we could go into Ultimus. Yeah, that's probably good. Shuffling back all of these bad boys. And then at resolution... Ooh, why does my opponent have Prio? Why does my opponent have Prio? I want to activate expansion on resolution. There we go. We'll make expansion. This is going to allow us to special M05. Trigger the effect of M05 in order to get the new mutant. And now my opponent is in a position where no matter what they activate, I can negate it with Ultimus's effect. Ecclesia. That has got to be worth negating. All right, get that motherfucker out of here. We will go for the Mutator from Grave. Set one pass. All right, cool. We'll draw for turn, and I think we have this one just about wrapped up. Sanctum. I think Sanctum's fine. I don't expect I'm going into the extra deck this turn. If they have a Morale Tech, it's kind of bad. Scythe is not a problem for me at all. All right, let's go ahead and activate the effect of Mutant Mutator. We will summon it. We can activate Mutant Mutator in order to go into... I think Mutant Arsenal is probably the better of the two. Yeah, so we'll banish Cry here to summon Mutant Arsenal. We'll take a little bit of damage. Are we allowed to banish the Mutant Expansion? I don't think so, right? Well, we won't have to mess with it if we just do this. We'll go for the emergency teleport here. We'll grab Mutant ST46. We will trigger the effect of ST46. We will grab ourselves a copy of Expansion. And then we can use Mutant M05, banish the ST46, and go into a copy of Beast. And that should be all she wrote. A quick step to the battle phase. There is nothing my opponent can do from this position to stop me. And Mutant has reigned supreme over the best deck in the format. I'm talking, of course, about Thunderclap Skywolf Turbo. Whew, we really thunderclapped those cheeks. So we're back with the deck, and certainly I played that like garbage. I do not do a very good job of reading cards in these, and this was, of course, no exception. But by the end of the game, I felt like I really had a handle on what this deck is capable of. This is a really competent strategy. Again, Mutant, just not particularly far off from playable. It just needs the one card, and Mutator is a really fantastic one. Ending on Beast plus Arsenal instead of just Beast pass is such an improvement over its previous boards, and cards like Ultimus and Synthesis being ever ready and within your reach is an immense improvement over previous builds of the deck. Certainly that was about the worst extravagance luck I could have ever imagined, and certainly we weren't playing against like a tier 1 meta strategy or anything, but I could see this deck being a playable rogue option for duelists once Mutator comes out.